Hey folks, welcome back. First, let me say thank you to those that have watched my videos and have subscribed. If this is your first time, welcome. And please, before I forget about it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button, because the more subscriptions I get, the more my videos get out there, the more people can see the content that I'm putting out, and I like to think that I'm putting out some pretty good content. The name of the channel is Gen X Outdoors and Preparedness, and I like to cover and plan on covering everything from guns to green beans. Today, as you can see from the background, I'm in a different area of my basement making this video. I'm here at the workbench. This will be now the third time I've made this video, because the first time my microphone battery died, still working now. The second time, the receiver battery died. So I hope the third time is the charm, and let's get started. Today, we are going to talk about the ever famous and ever popular AR15. We're not going to talk about this particular AR15. This was a previous build that I did, and I will make a video with this later in the future. Please, in the comments, if you would like to see that sooner than later, let me know, and I'll move it up the priority list. Today, excuse me for 1 second. Today we're going to talk about this AR15. Excuse me if I keep crouching down. Camera tripod only goes up so far, and I want you to see me in this video, as well as see the part. So this is a second AR that I plan on building, and the reason I planned this build is because the first build that I did, let me just get this out of the way, was a mil-spec build. This particular AR is Aero Precision upper, Rock River lower. I basically purchased every part individually and then had a gunsmith put it all together for me. It has been test fired, and the gas system was tuned with the buffer system, so I'm that far with it. I did set the 0, but I have not broke the barrel in, nor have I shot it for accuracy or groups or anything like that yet. Now that the weather's breaking, I will get some range time, and I will get to that, and I will document that on video as we get to it. Now, as I said, this video is about a second AR, which is going to be this one. This is another Aero Precision upper. That is the M4 Enhanced. This is just the standard M4. This is a stripped upper. There's no forward assist or anything. It's just a stripped upper. And the reason I'm making this video is because I have my barrel, and I intend to mount the barrel on the upper receiver. But first, I want to lap the upper receiver. Where these two surfaces meet together, this barrel and this upper receiver, these two metal surfaces are going to come together. We're going to marry them. I want them to be as true and straight as possible. So we're going to perform a procedure called lapping the upper receiver. If you watch on Brownell's YouTube channel, Caleb, the guy with the really nice hair, unfortunately, I don't have any hair care products here. He does like to show his hair care products in his video, but that's because he has nice hair, and most of us do not. This is the third time I made this video because, as I said before, my batteries died. So I've already actually performed this procedure. I'm not going to do it again, but I will talk you through it. Basically, what we have is a vise block, and I believe I got this from Midway. YouTube is not allowing me to put links in my videos yet. I did apply for that permission, but they have not granted it to me yet. Hopefully that'll happen soon, and I can get some links into my descriptions to help you all out. But for now, if you go to Midway and search AR15 vise block, you can find this set. It came with the upper block as well as the lower block. It was a set. I don't remember how much I paid for it. but it was one of the few that came as a set that to me seemed fairly affordable. The reviews on it said that there was a little bit of play with it mounted in there, so I just took a piece of cardboard and cut it to fit in there and mashed it all together. And when all this came together and in the vise, it was solid with no movement. Now this mounts in the vise, and then we use this tool, which I got from Brownells. You can look on their website. Hopefully by the time I put this video out, I'll be able to put links in my descriptions, but as of the making of this video, I am not able to. This is what's known as a lapping tool for an AR15 upper. And basically what this does is, once this is mounted into the vise, this slides in here, and this being a harder steel than the aluminum that the upper is made of, this surface here, when spun by a drill, and the addition of some lapping compound, and I'll show you this stuff here in a second. Basically, it grinds, and I use that term loosely because it's not actually grinding anything that dramatically. I mean, this is compound, very similar to what you'd use on your car paint if you're restoring an older car. This surface being steel, this one being aluminum, anything on this surface, a high spot or a low spot, that tool will take that out and will make this surface perfectly flat and true. And that's what we want when we marry the two together and actually bolt the barrel to the upper. We want it to be a nice, straight, and true fit for accuracy and grouping purposes. Now, as you can see, it's kind of shiny because I've already done the procedure. I did it with the camera rolling, but the microphone died, so you couldn't hear anything. So I'm just going to make a whole new video and just not actually do the procedure. I'll just show you the effects. Now, this anodized coating, this black coating, was also on this face. And basically what that tool and this lapping compound did was take that coating off. Now, we have no way of knowing if this coating was a little thicker or a little thinner on here. And once we put these two surfaces together, if they're not true, then it's cattywampus. And that will affect our grouping. That will affect our optic zero. And again, this is a blueprint build, or at least the first blueprint build that I've attempted. So I'm going to try to take every step that I can to ensure the accuracy of this rifle once it's finally assembled. Now with this barrel, only being 14.5 inches, this is going to require a muzzle device that is pin and welded. So now that I have my upper receiver lapped, my next step, my muzzle device, which I originally purchased for the other AR, but once it got assembled, I didn't like the aesthetics of it, so I took this one off and put a standard bird cage on it. This muzzle device, if I can show you this real quick, has a gas deflector on it. When gases leave the barrel, they escape through the holes in the muzzle device and go in 360 direction around the muzzle. Your friends at the range don't appreciate it very much, but with the addition of this device, it pushes all of the gases forward, which in turn will push all the recoil backwards, which I don't know if this device would help with muzzle jump under recoil. I don't have enough experience with them yet, but after it's all assembled and I do some testing, I will let you know if it does affect muzzle jump at all. Now, this and this together will exceed the 16-inch minimum for rifle barrel length, and that'll keep me legal without having to apply for a short barrel permit and pay the short barrel taxes. So muzzle device and barrel can now go to gunsmith to be pin and welded. He's probably going to tell me that he can't put the muzzle device on until the barrel is mounted because of timing of the muzzle device, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and I'll see what he says. I haven't taken it to him yet. Now, as far as the tools that I used, again, the drill I had already. A lot of people have drills. It doesn't have to be a cordless. It can be a corded drill. The lapping tool fits into a standard 1/2-inch chuck. Lubricate the tool a little bit before you slide it in because it does spin inside of the upper receiver, all inside here where your bolt carrier rides, and we certainly don't want to damage anything inside there or take away anything that could cause our bolt carrier to not ride extremely straight or true or where it's supposed to. So I put just a little regular old premium heavy duty bearing grease that I keep on the workbench on there just to lube it up some. And then this lapping compound was a set of 3 that I got off of Amazon, merely because when I ordered the lapping tool from Brownells, they were out of stock on their lapping compound. So I jumped over to Amazon and searched in lapping compound, and this is one of the options that came up. It seemed like a decent option for me. It was a 3 grit set. There's a 220, a 320, and a 600. The brand name is Wheeler. As I said, I'll try to put a link in my description box if the YouTube gods will allow me to put links in at some point. Being a new channel, I haven't been able to do that yet, but I look forward to getting to that point and actually getting some links in to my description so you guys can actually see where I'm getting all these parts. I have a handful of websites that I regular. When I'm out looking for something, I'll go through the gauntlet of my favorite websites that I look for to see who has it in stock. I do price comparisons just like everybody else. And then I make my purchase. When the primary sites that I use, Brownells, Midway, when they don't have what I'm looking for, then I go to Amazon, because you can never go wrong with Amazon. They usually always have what you need. And if you pay for the Prime membership, obviously shipping is free. It gets to your door in a couple of days. It's a great thing. Maybe not for the brick and mortar mom and pop stores, but for us consumers, Amazon has been a godsend. All right, that about does it. The only procedure that I'm going to do today, which I've already done, is lap this upper receiver and basically give you an explanation for why I'm lapping and how it was done without me actually doing it again and showing, because what I don't want to do is take too much metal off of here. I didn't get very aggressive with it. I just took it with some 220 grit to the point where I saw a nice consistent shine as it took the coating off around the face of the receiver where the barrel's going to mount. So I don't know if you can see it in the light, but I have a nice consistent shine all the way around. That will assure that my barrel seats into my upper receiver and everything is nice and straight and true. And hopefully this 14.5-inch barrel, it's a 1/7 twist. Hopefully this barrel and this receiver will mount together, and once I get out to the range, I'll see some pretty decent groups. We're a long ways away from there, obviously, because I have not assembled the upper yet. I have not assembled the lower yet. I'm going to do those in other videos as I get time and I get actually ready to build this rifle. I will document on video and post it up for everybody to see. Hopefully by then, the powers that be at YouTube give me the luxury of putting some links in my descriptions so you can actually see where I'm getting these parts from. And then we'll move forward. I think that's about it. That's really all I wanted to cover today in this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. I'm not a gunsmith by any means. This is my first time doing this. I watched a bunch of videos. Basically, Caleb at Brownells did a couple of videos. Jonathan over at the Tactical Toolbox, he did a couple of blueprint builds. I watch both of their channels pretty regularly, and I figured that I can do this, and I did. So once I get the barrel pinned and welded, and get the upper assembled and put together, get the barrel mounted, get my forward assist in there, I will take it to the gunsmith and have my head spacing checked, because I do not have headspace gauges. I haven't made the decision yet on if I want to spend the money. They're about $100, $90, something like that. Excuse me, to purchase the go and the no-go gauges. They look fairly simple to use, but I'm not certain if building AR-15s is going to be something I'm going to do enough to warrant spending the money on those gauges, when I can just run it 20 minutes up to the gunsmith and he can check it for me and say yay or nay, it's good to go, or no, it needs to be worked on, leave it here, I'll fix it, yada, 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 yada. But again, with all these parts being mil spec, I'm not doing anything that drastic. I took a little bit of the anodized coating. Well, actually, I took all the anodized coating off of this. But I only ran that drill for about 90 seconds, maybe. I did it in 3 attempts. The first one, I could see it was getting there. The second one, a little bit more. And then the third one I did for just a few seconds, and it got it down to a nice consistent shine all the way around. So I'm confident that that was a success. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button. And as I continue making content, I'll continue getting it up there. And I hope that everyone is getting something out of these videos, as I get something out of not so much making the video, but what I'm actually doing in the video is what I get out of it. And I'm going to do those things regardless of whether I make videos or not. I'm basically just taking a camera with me as I go through my day-to-day life, aside from working in my house and family duties. These are just my hobbies. So I decided a few months ago, after I don't know 2 years of thinking about it, I finally decided to get a camera and a microphone and start documenting and start a channel, because after probably 40 years of me hiking and backpacking and hunting and shooting and fishing and all of these outdoor activities that I partake in, I think I want to share some of that knowledge, some of that experience. So YouTube is the perfect platform to do that. And that's where we are with that. So again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate you sticking around this long watching. I hope you learned something, and stick around. Look for my future videos. We'll get this AR built together, built and all together. We'll get it out to the range now that the weather's warming up. I'm hoping that there's not going to be any issues with me taking a camera to the range. I haven't checked in with the range officials yet to see if they're cool with that, but I will. And if that's the case, I'll be taking the camera to the range, and you'll get to see these ARs get broke in and see how they group. So until then, have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.